What would suit the occasion? The mouse smiled. Then down came the claw. Well met, I am Raphael. Very much. Charmed, I'm sure. We should have a chat, you and I. This quaint... Come. There, middle of somewhere.
I don't like this at all.
The house of hope, where the tired come to go on, partake. It might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Fuck. A Cambion.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for... Come now. Why play hard to get? One skull. Two. I could fix it all. Like that. And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. And when hope has been... Hope.
That's what separates us from the devil, soldier. They think our greatest strength is a weakness.
I'll be around, watching you all those pretty little symptoms. One might say, I'll be there when it runs out.
Come on, open up.
Still in my head.
I need a quick word.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here.
I spent a good bit of time in the hells. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too.
A little gift from Zara.
Very hot by the smell of it.
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt.
Phew! I might be able to help. But I'd need that thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little?
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can call you up... looks like it went missing. I'll be here if you find... I missed my... How fair's the search? I'm not seeing any. Do let me know if it turns up. Maybe. But I'd need infernal iron.
We certainly will.
Damn.
You strike me as clever. Is Sticky Gale. Multiple tutors at Ekpres.
Many a wise man and woman indeed. Waterdeep is the home of myriad scholars.
Ah, the City of Splendors. Spent a whole fleet's wake there with my father. What a delight.
Should be easy. Watch your back. What are we? I wonder.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out front.
Can't keep me out.
Infernal metal! This can help Dammon patch up my engine.
Let's see.
Prowess in battle is remarkable, as is your battle stance itself.
Something's on my mind.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through. How fares the search?
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And there.
That feels good.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now. But I'm not giving up. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth, take care, Kарлak. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Dammon's upgrade didn't cool me. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Sooner rather than later would be good. I feel like I'm burning serious fuel. That's what I like to hear. Now, let's trot. Standing still is making my skin itch.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
It might have been better if he'd stayed away.
Don't say that.
Come now. He took in those strays and then he just left.
He went to make sure those strays could go.
You've done it. No. Thanks. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. And I promised you a reward. Let me show you on your map. Place it among the pedestals inside our...
If it had been up to Kolka, they would never have been here at all.
Marks the house its home. Like Sir Valus's birth.
What a day. Shall we?
I'm ready.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
What now?
My faith will guide me.
It's broken, but not too badly. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Well, well. What have we here?
This way. There's something off about this glove. Touched with magic or something. Worth a shot?
No time to rest.
Would you look at this place? It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And protections too. Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell. I like you too. A lot. Oh, gods. You know I want that more than fucking anything. I'll come find you when the others have gone to bed. up for me, all right? Yes!
What's up for discussion?
Maybe we should forget the city. Live up here under the stars.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with Kарлak. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still... Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. How pragmatic. One would think letting the goblin... But nobody's here to debate right from...
Shadowheart trails off and glances.
I thought you might have wanted to mingle with the others. True. But I thought you might not want... Besides, I'm sure there's plenty of people who'll be keen to celebrate most thoroughly with you. I mean, you saved the Grove. I'm sure you'll find you're quite popular if you look around. Maybe you would. But I'm not cruel enough to get your hopes up, in spite of what some might believe. Oh, you do you? I'm not some dewy-eyed tiefling maiden you just saved. You'll need to do a lot more legwork before I commit to any hip work. What? Some advice on how to make me more bearable? I'm not half as mysterious as you might think. If you do that, well... Now, enough about me. Haven't you seen the way Gale's been stealing looks at you? Go on. See if you want something. Or...
Anything of use? Swift as my feet can carry me.
Well, go bother someone else then. Think of it. We'll be in a city with roads. Spilled my pint. Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll make the evening more...
Yeah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood. I'm a devil, as I seem to unsettle everyone now. You don't want a devil at your... Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see. And the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. I feel spikes beginning to sprout in places they really shouldn't. Off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. 12 impossible deeds every day. That's the way of the... Sometime alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to... Still, it's a night to...
That's more like it. How many goblins did we kill? 10? Let's make it 20.
Thank you. I'm glad you sought me out. Amidst all this merriment, I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was some... More's the pity you've already found someone else to make merry with. You might be in for an adventure with... Or perhaps more than you bargained for. Far be it from me, of course, to question your tastes. Jealousy is in the eye of the beholder, or something along those lines.
The point is, I have hope. Each new sunrise may yet be the... Now please, go and enjoy your evening.
Maybe we should forget the city. Live out here, under the stars.
It's a bed and a roof for me.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some...
You have no idea. The singing we could probably do without.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. And that sounds like the wine drowning your... Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night.
I have seen the Kithraki, yet they could not match your nerve today. It was a pity for us you have promised your body to the tiefling. I've no doubt you will satisfy your tastes for the mundane. Vlaakith demands of me no less. If only I might lay claim to my proper... Come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night.
Always work for a guard. You? This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling... But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. Seeing you fight, that deserves to be remembered.
You know, I never pictured my... Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast. I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself. There's a worm in my brain, hunters on my trail, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar.
It's a heavy, rich red.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? Don't be so sour. I like a good time as much as anyone. You know, we could always make our own entertainment, darling. Get a little closer, so to speak. What? Please. Will you now? Don't take too long. You're not the only tasty morsel here.
I can't afford to lose it anymore.
You'll have a drink, but not with me.
It's not like that.
Come on, Elfie, make it spicy.
Right. Hearts a quiver. Raised up
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Hey, soldier. I think everyone's asleep. May I? Hello, you. I've been waiting for this all night. Isn't it mad? How good life is. Yes! Soldier, you're saving me. Every time you speak my name, fight beside me, share what's yours. Oh, gods, I want to ride you till you see stars. I'm sorry. I shouldn't tease you, or myself. I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can sleep on it, maybe. If you've thought of something by morning, I'd love to know. For now...
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your effort, it may be some time before you're afforded another such night. I'm certain a cure for you can be found. The journey specifically.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
Wait. To get to the towers, you'll need... This curse shrouds everything in... Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow... You're half right. You have to get to... You could go overland. You could also go under. Long ago, a man called...
Sounds rather ingenious.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a... From this stronghold, Catherine... If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like... You'll need to pick it up where Aridin left off. One of the adventurers had a clue to help find it. A dwarf called... You may reconsider. I would like to join your camp. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It's... May Sylvanas guide us.
Is life but a waking day? Does it serve some other purpose?
Come over here, boy.
Speak. It is done.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well met. That's the spirit.
13.
You? Fuck yes. What are you thinking about? would you start? You give me chills, baby. No mean feat at my temperature. Gods, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I...
What do you need now?
Here goes nothing.
I came just in time. You are transforming.
Your salvation. And not for the first time. I saved you before.
And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is... Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. I'm just too slow right now. If I just had a little blood, I could think.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
What's this?
A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice.
His mind opens up, revealing cracked and quivering memories. You open your mouth and bite down, not into a tender neck, but into the twisting body of a rat. The only thing your master lets you eat.
Yes, I ate whatever disgusting vermin my master, but I do trust you. And you can trust me. Thank you. I only need a taste. I swear. Of course. I shall be... Let's make ourselves comfortable.
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're in...
You watch as he stalks off, stronger, more confident.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised... Sounds like it. What did you make of it? Yeah. Right. I hope so, anyway.
Fuck yes.
Oh, hi. Where would you start? And I'd even let you. Good.
Glick. Someone came to me and the parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is gate. Speak. It is done.
Good morning. How do you feel? Be grateful I'm not a true vampire, then. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn, like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers. I wouldn't say that. Even the most powerful vampires in history couldn't... Someone, or something, wading through a river, into homes. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. You're such a sweetheart. I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. Although there's still time.
So we're traveling with a vampire, are we? Of course we are. Word of warning, Astarion. I taste absolute...
Yeah. And I'm way too hot to touch.
She's not wrong. We're bound to...
Fine. He stays till he's no longer of use. Unless, of course, I have offered it.
There now. Shall we go? There's a long day.
Come, there are important matters to discuss.
I had a dream last night. Someone came to me, tempting as these powers. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers. Good idea. That's the spirit.
Make hay.
Oakfather's blessings to you. There are few things that are too strong for me. And in other circumstances, I would have done the same. Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come.
over and through.
Playtime's over, pet.
Oh, I love this time of year.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're... Clause Z, section 30. I'll make it simple. Now, be a good boy and play...
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with this may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Of course you...
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good God. It hardly has any effect. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. What I am is a walking shadow of what one might call a wizard prodigy. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. It's fair to say her intimacy is not easily won. We enjoyed each other's company. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, Mistra keeps us in check. I sought to cross her boundaries. Perhaps. But I tried to convince her. I pouted. Inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with... We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Suffice it to say, I obtained an obscure... It was a fragment of primal weave locked out of... What if? I thought. I was certain that this deed of raw power... I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book. Here.
You feel the tadpole quiver into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes. Inside there are no... Its teeth, its claws, its...
What is it? What do you see?
All this time, I've been traveling with you despite the tadpole. We are none of us monsters. We are merely hatch. And still it gets worse.
This Netherese blight, this... As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. All right, I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. You might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word.
You'd have us debate that Netherese Jack-in-the-Box should be a
I'm in two minds. And frankly, don't care a great deal. Either decision is fine by me.
That is a great relief. You truly are a soul that steals my own. I understand. I precipice. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice.
Why did it have to be? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse? Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a... But it's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win.
Gale's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest. I'm not normally one to begrudge someone their secrets, but that's something I should know. I was. He mentioned Dark Justiciars, and we've come across other signs of a Sharon presence during our travels. I'm not sure.
You could say that.
And yes, I still have it.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced. Mazora set me on feet. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the blade stands for. Such an art. The same thought crossed my mind, but nowhere was it stated that I can't. Either we find it, or I'm made...
Were I a less considerate man, this is where I'd remind you of the importance of reading the fine print. But fear not. I shall bite my tongue.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. He brings to mind a story, an old fairy tale. My farmer made a deal with the devil, the farmer's dearest fruit. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think? Do not trust Raphael. Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer. No matter how delicious, that's because you still have hope. He'll require of you only, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for
One blessed like myself. What news, Truth? General Ketherick's advisor went off on a field trip.
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber.
Well then, let's not keep her waiting.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you through the main doors.
Those we once called monsters.
The shadow curse. This must mean I worship Shah. And this must mean I have her blessing. She loves me. She must do.
You're resourceful. You'll find a way. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like... Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars. Perhaps they were...
I do so very like spicy food.
I will not be slandered! General, the facts suggest otherwise. You were all... If I had been given drow warriors in... Oi! What? You scrag! Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you.
Let me make sure I understand this.
Yes! No!
You blame the Absolutes chosen for your failure.
Of course it is not the General.
Who's then?
The goblins!
You lying little... And what would you do to those that have...
They are put to death.
True. Ultimate failure must earn ultimate... Night Warden Minthara, your...
No!
Make her passing slow, disciple Sorel. Be creative. Take her below.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
God.
Kill the goblins.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet...
No, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Do. Have fun. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power.
Please! You'll help me! For old time! Please! Help me!
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. Let's learn more about his power.
I should speak up.
That all seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Who are you? No doubt a wizard has opinion. Just keep your hands where I can see them and follow me. Come. Jahira!
A good start. Told me something. Absolutely.
This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all men. It's that it knows. You should never have come here, true soul.
Stop! What's she doing? She's the one who saved us!
She's the one who protected the emerald.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not saved one of my friends from a druid with a snake. I'd pretty much trust her with my life.
A true soul with a mind of her own? How is... What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. I'll not pretend to... Tell me. Why have you come here? You found an ally in me. There's food in the inn over there. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink.
God's blood, this is heavy.
I sought to reach a Githyanki creche and be rid of these tadpoles. Now we stalk forgotten. I'm going to find my people. If you have...
You consider your options, knowing that should Lae'zel depart alone for the crash, she could fall to the curse.
Damn it all. You may be right. I may be wrong.
my god, soldier. That's Jahira. The Jahira. Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jahira was part of... My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Breathe deep and move.
Just about.
Kарлak! I thought you'd be in the city by now.
Off the anvil into the forge.
Before you run off into the belly of... Well, two things. Good news and... I only need one more piece of...
Punch people!
Exactly.
Oh my god. It's really happening.
Hang on!
Yeah, sure. Please.
Same as last.
You're all right. No, but can we go to bed now?
Hold on, Kарлak. There's something I need. That engine of yours. It's contained. I know you know that. But the thing is, I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics. No, you have to return to Avernus.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus...
I get that, but don't rule it out. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure. But... at this point...
Yeah. Apart from the doom and gloom.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you.
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Seems simple enough. I have something to ask.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies.
Flame color. That's your man. We need you. We found him out in the
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying this.
please. Be welcome. To your very good health. Well over a century old. Still not quite so people tend to lose more. There's an air about you. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you. Isn't it?
You want to deny the parasite has any sort of hold on you, but somehow you...
It's the wine. I added a herb to your cup. Look around you. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Again, good. I have every reason to be cautious. The cult of the Absolute is... We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a set. It seems likely, which means he was a Sharan, but he's returned. Not only... We met him on the road. He healed, right? You are that hope. There is only one outcome that interests. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword. You're the only one who can get in. Besides, you need this. Any cure, whatever magic Ketherick's using to control it. Until then, we keep drinking water. Before you go, you're not our only Isabel. She cast the moon shield. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safe. I'm sure it's very fine. Let's not spurn what few gifts the gods choose.
So, Astarion, which of us would you rather feed on if you had free reign?
No question. He's strong, fast, and righteous. I know celebrating already.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. Can you hear her?
In her name.
Interesting.
By her design.
I'm sure you would. Don't sound so eager.
yourself immediately reminded despite integrated torturous and dominating her. They destroy her the narcissism exposing her to something else. The absolute.
I expected to be greeted as a hero. I didn't think anyone would come for me. Agreed. Lead the way.
With haste.
Tara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do. The guard is happy to let you pass.
Is merely delayed. We will return and kill them all.
It may soon come to an end. How is the rat diet going?
She belongs to everyone, Gate. That's the point.
Halt!
Deal with them.
We heard she'd been escorted from her cell.
The general ordered that she be repurposed, not freed.
Creatures like her don't understand the concept of loyalty.
I last left Moonrise. Now I leave as an exile.
The artifact connects with her, pulling the prison. Her mind real.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby? Goodbye for now. I will...
All these dark justiciars slain in battle. They must have a stronghold nearby or a temple.
Something's wrong. I feel weak. Drained. Me too. So cold.
Yes, let's. With pleasure. All right.
Can't give up now.
Your eyes are sharp, sisters. Into your scalp. The objective? See how the patient prays. Stop. Perhaps it is a... Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome.
I'm
absence.
It is the scalp.
Gods! Living.
See? If light.
In light is presence.
But you, we do not wish to see you suffer so. Let us cure you. Their incisions. How to steady their hands, I wonder. I see now. By example, I... Come, sisters.
Training. What's inside?
Who's in charge of the mind flayer? Is there a squid king or something?
Each gate is servant to an elder brain. No king unites elders, only their collective tyranny.
A mind flayer monarch. Imagine that. Such a thing could shatter worlds.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jaigeira to come up with one.
I don't.
I do.
That's why we're still standing around.
See any movement out there? Too dark to tell. I bet they're close. Watching us.
This place gives me the creeps.
Seen alleyways in this gate that are plenty worse from their way.
Yeah?
Jaigeira wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home?
2 steps in, and you're likely to become some dagger's new sheath.
Burning through our oil, but it should just about do.
Ain't my neck of the woods. Here.
Just about.
There's more where that came from.
Just about. You shouldn't hang around too long, though.
I wish we had a bloody army.
Very well.
Please, sir, wake up. We found him out in the shadows, just...
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
The shadow curse is upon us, as foul as I remember it. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see... He is? Thaniel is no ordinary. I will go to see him at once.
It does not compare with... Thank you. Each memory that returns... They broke my mind. Broken minds. The best cure is while our tadpoles live. We must eradicate them. Starting with General Thorm. It is the safest. Swear that you will keep me close. Until I am. If I leave your side, the prism will know... I would rather die. Thank you. I knew you were different. Now, thanks to the prism, rest well. And keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, I intend to cause plenty, but only for our enemies. Excellent. I do not require sleep. You wish to consult me?
It's true then. He's met Thaniel. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Thaniel. Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
Thaniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm. calm, breathe.
A century.
I will, but I need to know.
I'm not sure I can put it into words, Lavender.
I can work with that. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
As I listen.
I want to be clear. Letting Minthara tag along with us was your idea. So if you wake up with a dagger to your throat, that's on you. Excuse me. I'm sorry for looking out, but fine. Take her if you wish. Just know I'll be resting with one eye open. So it would seem. Hopefully he bumps into some gnolls while stumbling around at night, and that's the last we hear from him. Then we kill him. There may be others, of course. If Cazador sent one peon after me... Cazador Zar is a vampire. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn. And he became my tormentor. I'm not happy about it either, you know. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. Perhaps. He probably thought it was... But more likely, he's trying to... He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back. Concerned? Do you know the power? He can change shape. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened. You don't understand. Just trust me when I say we need to be careful. We just have to be vigilant. Keep our wits about us. We can probably make an exception for Will. Probably. It's simple. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, people think the biggest threat to a vampire. So why would any vampire give up control? Trust me, it doesn't happen. I won't lie. If I lose the tadpole, it's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my... Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute. Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it. Why do you insist on it? I was a slave. Perhaps I still am. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever. Cazador, Side 7 spawn. I was one of his first. Now that I'm gone, I don't know.
I was the Absolute's I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded.
I would rather die than endure it again. The tadpole. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. Even rational minds like ours, the Absolute, can make the impossible seem inevitable.
I took up my oath long ago. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. It is not noble, it is necessary. We are all that stands between this world and annihilation. I fought at his side once, and when the fighting began, blows and arrows rained down on him. When we won the day, Ketheric's armor was bent. I have lived long enough.
Oh, Ketheric's power is...
The necromancer Balthazar is Ketheric. We should ransack his chambers and see what secrets he keeps for the great. A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone? She is tolerable, but her faith in the Lady of Loss is poisonous. The Night Singer has some admirable quality. Take the child Shadowheart. The very concept, they would have you think every whisper. I have performed 1,000 interrogations. I can tell you this. When the trivial parts have been whittled away and I have he's been deprived of freedom and strong blood. While those addictions have their hold on him, he is still a slave. No. He is well aware that I would exsanguinate him entirely if he flashed his fangs at me. And while you live, you'll be enslaved to your appetites and... But Astarion is not only bound to his needs and desires. He will only be free when the time comes. We must hope that he does not only take Cazador's long life. I have encountered few Githyanki in my life. Though meeting Lae'zel makes me wish I knew more of their culture. To one who only sees the surface of things, but in spite of her youth, those qualities will strengthen as she matures. He is exceedingly self-righteous. Amusing, considering he bound himself. I will take your word for it. I only care that he... I would rather be allied with a warlock than the spoiled son of a noble who has more... I have never known anyone so ferocious, and I often think of mortality. Kарлak does not... She exists in the moment, and she will burn out and be gone in a moment.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed a thorn. He is made of pure, and lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. Two, it's said that anyone who bathes in the river, I feel the weight of these horns on my... Not to mention a few, but I haven't seen my... Be my mirror. What do you see? I can't tell if you're being silly or... I suppose I'll grow used to it. The people will see a curious, but I will slay their monsters, keep them safe. And one day they will see the blade of front. Not in a mere prison cell. The deeper we dig, the closer we get. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. It could well be. She has the blighted... My contract is very clear. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing. I'm so sorry to give you another. She won't touch you unless there's something there for her to take. Well met. Not so enchanting as you'd think. Father's the son of a black. He made a name for himself among the flaming... I spent more time... Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for court. Here. Though, truth be told, better company and a better buzz. Ah, the one little question that... I can't, but I'll say this. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you... Well met. I think that I'm knowable. I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lifted by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. Yes, I suppose we Still, I am the frontier. If the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the source.
The drow is unpredictable, Mark my words. You might as well ask me to gouge out my... The mere suggestion is an insult. Perhaps you... When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and... It won't hear my screams. It won't... My faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You... The Githyanki have long studied Gaith and used what we've learned. The tadpole is perhaps not just a curse. Very well. I will swallow my disgust and avail myself of the parasite's powers.
Oh, hi. Listen, I'm never going back. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand. I want to live too. But I don't want to talk. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Thanks, soldier. I just want to say... Hey, you. The year... I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days. Through the jigs and the reels he made, she put this thing in my... 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gore. I guess I was naive to think... Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh. I can be close to you now, without fear, without thinking too hard. We can just be. I was hoping you'd say that. Hey, you. Depends on the type. Demons, on the other hand, sharp instincts, sharp weapon. Anyway, what were we talking about? We were both part of Zariel in the grand scheme of things. But she favored... I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. devils and their pride. It wasn't all that long ago. I should have looked. The long and short of it, but Avernus is no place for decent folk. I'm glad they got out. And letting, say, a Cambion near me, but loneliness that deep gets into the marrow. Now that I'm here, among friends. Hey, soldier. I'm glad to see you haven't gone down the tadpole slorping route yet. Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet. How? Fine. Now, are we done here? Hey, you.
Suppose you want to hear about Cazador. My old master. Cazador Czar, not political. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his sport. Not him, no. They beat me to death. Given that my choices were it was only afterwards I realized just how long. Vampires spawn. We have no choice but to... Sometimes he'd order us to submit to torture. Sometimes he'd... My point is simple. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open. What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
Minthara's something of a closed book, but once she gets to know me, I'm sure she'll open up. She's just waiting for someone ready to listen.
Think of it as long as I pay, there will be...
I can assure you that an eruption the size of Waterdeep, I think my exact words were. If it should ever come to that, I will find the remotest place. I will await that death. I promise I will not betray your trust. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls. I know what it is to hunger. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
It doesn't seem long ago that Mintharu would have sought to kill us. And now we've welcomed her along. He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is the wound on my hand. It never quite heals. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considered... I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even... It's difficult to say. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. It's less difficult than you might imagine. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no... She's my mother. She know... Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell. What? Besides my life? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. Shah's secrets must be preserved above.
I have had certain memories suppressed. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, that is not for you to know. Leave it at that.
On one hand, they seem I never expected ceremorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it. Well, perhaps you have a point. Fine.
Fine. What's on your mind? I must admit, you've been a Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
Rings a bell? Why? Oh, hells. You didn't pick that one. Joking! They're safe. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid. Well, perhaps I can come up with something later, all the same.
By my oath.
Pride of the Gate.
What to do?
Defender of the people.
Action, not reaction.
Let's get going.
Listen.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
someone there?
Quite ready for you.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Lost in thought.
My face protects me.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Ah, excellent choice.
Don't burn yourself.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Mm-hmm.
Never a dull moment. Light on my feet. Seems like a good moment to talk.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin. Very well. Once I begin the ritual, A portal to the... With the Oak Father's blessing, I need you to stay here. Keep the portal open until I return. Good. It took me years of study. Oak Father. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible.
You dared scar my mind. I will gut you.
Watch this.
Hungry for the slaughter. Tormented!
Never a dull moment.
Taking position.
these mortals be?
Onward.
This is my time.
Now this is my happy place. Down the hatch.
Let's have some fun.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Time to strike.
The lesson is death. On my way.
Gith warriors. Some must have fallen to the curse.
time.
Time for a cuddle.
Need to act fast.
It's done. But something's wrong. Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be. No. I need to examine him back. Come see us when you can.
Can't slow down.
Important matters to discuss.
Daniel is resting. The shadows rendered him in... What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. It's both simple and no. Only the missing half may not come willingly. No matter how it's been, look for signs of... In fact, there is a ruin some way outside of Last Light. I caught a glimpse of... This doesn't have to be your... If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse... Good. Now our roots can deepen. Oak Father, watch over your servant.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Listen.
Can I squeeze souls out? You know, break free of their master.
Renegades are rare, but not unheard of. A geich gone astray is no less dangerous for it, and its head no less valuable.
going.
She was no fun. All I wanted was to play. I saw it!
Though shrouded in shadows, the child's
Will you play with me? Make time. I want to play. Or else...
Let's go.
Unleash me!
I'll strike you down.
Again.
Have to keep going.
I am fury. I am death. Taking position.
Mummy! Daddy! Doggy! No! Don't leave me! You ruined my fun. Go on. Leave me alone. Spoil sport. I'm not going back. I like it here. I've made a family for myself. I get to play all the time. No!
That little bastard. Where'd he go? Find a route. Watch this!
Time to strike. On the move. To concentrate.
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here? I'm not leaving.
Be gentle. He's much more than a child. But he doesn't truly know that.
He's nothing to me. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone, I didn't give up. But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot, so I wouldn't have to make up friends to play with anymore. I'd like that. And he would...
Well done.
Are you crying? You're a bit big to be crying. Bye. In fact...
It's done, at last. Soon the land will be unshrouded.
I hate to rest while our enemies still draw breath.
Kарлak, were there others of Zariel's warriors who bore the...
I was the first. Not the last. But most didn't survive the process. The others were all devilkin. I think I was the only lucky winner from Faerun.
You were stronger than the others.
Can't give up. Not now.
prolific potential.
Shaddy, got a quick question about the best way to treat an infernal burn.
How delicious.
Shaddy, really?
Party? Shaddy?
Shadow art will do just fine, thanks. Love is making you fanciful.
You might be right.
This place gives me the creeps.
There are plenty of worms in their way.
Moving.
I've got a long road ahead. I want to have a word. At the ready.
Not this one, nor this. I riddle thee not. Beyond, they bear great. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon, thou mayest. As thou wishest. Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted. Recall that in time. Fate spit. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance. Well counted. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or may... Which of them dost thou require? This is the price of balance. Thou wilt now fight. Dost thou require anything else? By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
This dark land must be the perfect preying ground for a devil. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere. Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now, all in due time, I'm sure he'll turn up at one point or another.
Oakfather preserve you. Only by reputation, and in the chaos that ensued, though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said, there is much to admire. I cannot help but wonder how, at least now we can benefit from her presence. And I've been unfair, but honestly, you've surpassed even those. See, honestly, so I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is. I'll help however you wish. It's true, and trust me, the day I no longer have to talk about the shadow curse will be a happy one. I am? Trust me, it's been said. Who's to say? Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think convention... It was Daniel, of course. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. I'm 350 years old. Of course, well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once... I know, well-trodden territory. Ornaments, utensils. You're right. Sometimes I think people look at me and demand... Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand, but anytime.
So, you found the seat of the Absolute's power. And what a power it is. I don't know how much longer... Catherick Thorm is clearly important. But I wonder if there's more to it than... It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. Each wave a set of orders to the... I just hope my powers last long enough to see this.
Finally they stir. True adventurers can... Come up, you both stand.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid spare neither time nor my own self.
But why? Out with it, Elminster.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your nigh a 10-day I've gone... Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a... Alas, such luxuries require the beneficence of time.
Oh, Father.
Fine. Plenty to digest.
Elminster.
Right. Gale, I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The
Thank you.
You know where you went.
Mistra would consider... forgiveness.
She would consider Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute. Alas, the creature you must know. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction.
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted...
Interesting. This could be help. Or him.
You must find the heart of the Absolute. Whatever.
Glad it's not just me.
It brings me... With that, I've said... It is done. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him...
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make, and yet... An ocean, even the waves... Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you. Whatever I expected to find lurking in this cursed gloom, it certainly wasn't this. Glimmer of hope amidst the darkness.
That's one way of looking at it. You could also say it's a prime target. The one pocket of light in the gloom.
It's for a good cause. Or I'm a dead man walking.
An audience with Elminster is never less... I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But, brave, or stupid, for Mystra to have sent him. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a... Of course. We offer the then the slate will be clean. And I along with it. If there was, I'm sure that remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating. Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. We may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.